All right, how's it? Today, going to be talking about voting and why I think voting is one of the stupidest things you could do. Personally, I look at it the same as if you were getting cucked by your wife, sitting there and watching your wife get fucked by another man. Because it's pretty much the same idea of concept. If you don't agree with politics, like the politics of the person you're voting for, why are you voting for them? Because we all know they're going to fuck your country. Like, throughout my lifetime, I truly cannot think of a good politician. I hate them all. They're all selfish fuckers that have like do shit for their own self interest instead of bettering the country that they're working for. Why do we vote them in? I don't. I don't vote because I don't want to be cucked. I don't want to be a part of that. You know, like if I voted in this prime minister at the moment, Chris fucking Luxon or whatever the fuck his name is, a bald fucker, I'd be so pissed off. I would have picked him out of everyone just because Jacinda, terrible choice. Um, she put me off voting for women ever again. Blame her, not me. She's the one that did it. But yeah, Chris, like if I'd voted for him, I'm getting cucked right now because he didn't do half the shit he said he was going to. He's making a lot of bullshit changes to New Zealand, and I would have been complicit in it if I'd voted for him, just like a cuck. If you're allowing it to happen or like partaking, helping pick, choose, watch, you're part of it. Take yourself out of the fucking equation. Unless it's a really good, like, if there was a politician that truly had your interests at heart and, like, exactly what you wanted and is fixing the country to make it better in your perspective, then I guess go hard. But no one's trying to make the white male on top anymore. And that's what pisses. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. But, yeah, I just don't think you should be voting. If you do vote, you're a cuck. And except for women. Women, if you're voting, it doesn't count that you're a cuck, just like your vote shouldn't count, because you guys shouldn't be able to vote. That's a joke. If you get offended, you're the exact reason I think you guys shouldn't be able to vote. Think too emotionally. If you got the joke, you giggled, or even if you didn't giggle, you just didn't get offended, go hard and vote. But if you're getting fucking emotional and all pissed off over a little joke like that, I don't know if you have the mental capability to vote. You can't understand the difference between a joke and point of view. Um, and if I did have that point of view, I'm entitled to it, just like you're entitled to believe that women should be able to vote. Might be wrong. It's not right, but we can say it might be right. But I'm not gonna try and stop you guys from voting. You guys can like pray pretend in your fucking little I just don't think it's worth it. Politics in general, I believe, is a big show. Like it's all just like bullshit, trying to like make people feel like they've got a choice, but then it's the exact same bullshit no matter who you choose. Pick one, bullshit. Pick the other choice, bullshit. Here in New Zealand, we got like the option to vote for like 18 different parties or some bullshit. Still doesn't make a difference who you vote for. You have two parties, 18 parties. Only way I think to fix it is having a good dictator. If we could find a good fella dictator that actually has the country's best interest at heart, you'd be sussed. Because voting and changing every couple of years and getting all these different perspectives in and then changing that shit, being like, nah, fuck that shit, we're gonna go the complete opposite way for 4 years. And then we switch it again, we go back the opposite. It's dumb. If you're trying to get your country up there, like if you're trying to actually progress it, I think you need a good dictator on top. I mean, I hate to say it, but you look at China, once they got a good dictator on top that started like keeping out interest for them, they've definitely been rising in political, like not political ranks, but, like worldwide ranks. Maybe some of the like civilians don't have the best human rights, but if you're trying to get on top, you got to make some sacrifices. I believe that's what they say. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying it works. Now you look at that compared to America. For my entire lifetime, they just keep switching back and forth from the fucking one party or the other party, and they just keep changing like the fucking like they haven't progressed whatsoever. If anything, the US has gone backwards. And I truly do believe that that is from having an electoral system like we do. Because it's all for show. If we were actually electing people that, again, had true interests at heart to make the country better and not just line their pockets with Israel's money, then maybe it would be worth it. But it's not at the moment. Speaking about American politics, Trump just got shot yesterday. And my 10 IQ point of view of it, I reckon I've already worked it out. I don't think that the Secret Service was trying to stop it. I think that they kind of let it happen. I mean, like, how the fuck do you like? Did you see the dude first off? It was a perfect guy to do the shooting. Because if it was an Asian or a black dude, the amount of racial tension in the US, I think it would have caused fucking war, proper fucking war. But since it was little soy boy, like testosterone lacking, like fucking glasses, long hair, barely a man, but he technically is because he has a penis. Hey trans, just hope you know if you got a penis, male, don't have a penis, not male. But yeah, if it was anyone else, would have been such big conflict. But it was the perfect person to have done it. Like it just, I don't know. You look at the whole thing. Maybe I'll make a whole video breaking that whole thing down. But I reckon it's all orchestrated, all just for show. I think Trump's better than Biden, but that's just because Trump can put a sentence together. I still think Trump's a terrible person, just like every other politician. But he's funny, entertaining, and if I had to vote, I'd vote for him just because if I was going to get cucked, like if my wife was going to get fucked by some old man, I'd much rather it be Trump than Biden. At least, you know, with Trump, that he's going to be like doing a good job because he's actually into legal age women. Whereas Biden, I don't even know if he'd be able to get hard for my wife because my wife is over the age of 6 and that cunt's only into kids. So, yeah. Anyway, don't vote. If you do vote, you're a cuck unless you're voting for a dictator, but in that case, you don't need to vote. Find a good dictator for your country that truly believes that your country is the best country, tries to make it that, get them in charge. As long as they're not like a tyrannical, you know, like violent aspect, you don't want a violent dictator. But if you can find a peaceful dictator, might be the fix.